Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Dustin Knight, and this is Booster Bestiary. Today, I got myself a hold of a bunch of Kamigawa pre-release packs, and I am so excited for this set. I even brought out 8.5 Tails up here, because Kamigawa is one of my favorite settings. I'm a big sucker for animism and the Shinto vibes, and of course the Kitsune. So I'm really, really excited for this cyberpunk reimagining of one of my favorite old settings. Love cracking packs. Do want to get a little bit of news by first for Pathfinder news. Just some stuff. I'll open the packs. Oh wait, actually no, I want to show them on here. Want to get this by, where are we? Website? Yeah, no, that was the old. Here we go. So, that is not the right window. Why are you doing the wrong window for me now? Here we have it. All right. So, gained some news on quickly about, when was this? About 3 hours ago. Maybe a little bit more. We had a leak of a big secret lair leak, the Street Fighter secret lair. It has been confirmed these are going to be mechanically unique cards. But like the Walking Dead and Stranger Things secret lairs, they will have reprints. So I'm fine with that. Like, as long as they get reprinted into normal magic cards, quote unquote, like magic themed cards, that's fine. The big memes from this one that we've seen so far is Guile is red, white, and blue, which is great. E Honda does have a 100 hand slap, lets him target up to 100 creatures and buff their defense, and then he has kind of a Doran effect where you use toughness instead of power for damage for all your creatures. Chun-Li has multi-kicker, which was already confirmed previously. And Hadouken is pay 4 and a red, and then untap Ryu. So the untap symbol for Hadouken is just, that's awesome. These are some really fun, flavorful looking cards. I'd love to build some commander decks based on them sometime, maybe. I'd have to give them a bit more read, try to figure that out. I was scrambling to get this all assembled when this was spoiled. But still, pretty cool, pretty cool. I kind of like them. They fit well in a kind of magic thing. Like, if I learned that these were... If I didn't know what Street Fighter was, and I just heard these were magic cards, I maybe the car that E-Honda's messing up would be a little out of place. But for the most part, yeah, I could see these in magic. So I don't mind so much. And they aren't problematic characters. Other news, Lumiant Age. You can now buy the PDF for Lumiant Age. This was a kickstarted... currently it's a bestiary, but they're going to have a full setting soon. The art in this is so good. Like, I can't get over how incredible this art is. Look at that. That kind of shrine tree on the back of a manta ray flying over the countryside. Oh, it's so cool. It's like early Ghibli, or meets a little bit of Spelljammer, meets like Berserk manga panels, wood carving. It's so good. Like, the artwork in this book is just so dang cool. I'm really, really hoping they'll have a printed version coming out for this bestiary, because I gotta see this artwork in print because it's so pretty. Skaldwood Blight Kickstarter still going on, 15 days to go. It's Ron Lundeen's adventure path. He is a big time Paizo writer, does a lot of stuff with the Adventure Path series, and this is being done by Ron Lundeen and Owen Casey Stevens, and it looks like a solid 20 level Adventure Path. So go check it out, and we'll get more cool stuff added to it. Hi Script, hi Grady Wing. Other little news today is I should, after this stream, get my affiliate status on Twitch. Like, I think maybe things might be wedged around a little. Maybe it'll be till Friday when I do my Infinite reviews. Which, another little announcement. I will have a guest on Infinite Reviews on Friday. He'll have some more special announcement of his own. But Alexander Agunas will be joining me for my review on Friday. Another longtime Paizo contributor, author, and third-party advocate. The Everyman Gamer, you if you're watching the show, I'm sure you know. I review a lot of his work. I work with him with his stuff as well. We did Kitsune Galarian together. So yeah. Also want to point out the Mark and the Mantis is has a product page now. This is John Compton, amazing GM, great storyteller, long time everything at Paizo. I think he's on the Starfinder team now, but he was on Pathfinder for a long time as well, and Pathfinder Society. Mark of the Mantis lets you play as Red Mantis assassins, which is really awesome. Like, it sounds like an amazing adventure. It's called a one-shot, but I've heard it's for experienced GMs. I've heard it's going to be kind of tough in a good way, like a lot going on, which is what you expect from a campaign where you're assassinating someone. I don't know the details yet. There will be a organized play sanctioning, which will include a chronicle sheet that looks like it will let you worship a Kaikek and wield sawtooth sabers, which is so cool. Like, I've wanted to play a Red Mantis in PFS since forever. for many years. There was one boon in first edition that lets you do it, but it was a charity auction only and often went for over like $700. And aside from that, it's just been a long-standing dream of mine to play a Mantis in PFS. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So with that being said, let's go on to the main part of the show here. Right, I was just checking to see if the channel had emotes, and Dustin gave that update. Yeah, I really want to make some fox emotes, some pipe foxes, some kitsune. I'll figure it out. Let's go here to our slide focus, shall we? Yes. Awesome. Oops, that's my keyboard. Ha. Ignore that. All right, so Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty. Super excited for this set. Has a lot of fun mechanics. The card shop here, I bought these from Moonshot Games, and I'm only give you a shout out because they gave me extra set boosters, which was really nice of them. I bought my pre-release packs from them because, you know, I'm still locked down. But those packs were nice too. I use pre-release packs because, like, they're about half the price or less of set packs for the number of boosters you get. You also get a nice spin down D20, which are fun for tracking initiative or hit points on monsters while you're playing Pathfinder. Or, you know, life totals and magic. And they actually have a higher chance, at least in past sets, they have a significantly higher chance of rares, foils, etc. than set packs. Not than set packs. Higher chance than booster packs. Even the draft packs. Even though they're called, like, they say draft booster on them, they're not draft boosters. Well, they haven't been in the past. Maybe this set is the first exception, but so here's that lovely spin down with the little Kamigawa mountain on it. Neat. Oh, and of course we get our promo card. So let's see, we get promos. If anyone here plays Magic Arena, contact me on social media, Discord me, message me here, whatever. As I have way too many codes to give out from all the last sets, the little Magic Arena pre-release codes. So here we got Blade of the Oni. Cool. A foily, shiny Blade of the Oni. Let's see if my camera's set up. It is. That flip? No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it just makes you into an Oni. Okay, I thought flipped for a bit. Yeah, reconfigure is kind of the mechanic in the set. It's artifacts that are also like creatures. It's a lot like Lycids from Tempest. They're creatures on their own, but when they attach to people, they become attachments. Which pretty cool. I loved Lycids and Tempest. They were one of my favorite. Lycids and Spikes were my two favorite creature types in Tempest. I love them. I liked the Slivers, but I don't know. They were too popular, maybe. Maybe I'm too much of a hipster. All right, so let's check this out. I'm looking for the Kitsune Empress because I want to build a commander deck with her. I bought a bunch of singles for it already. I also really want the Shrine Commander. The light here is too harsh. Let me pull that back so you could read these. There we go. So, Iron Apprentice. Enters Bell. Okay, it's a construct. It's a small, tiny, wee little construct, but when it dies, it could power up another construct. I like that mechanic a lot. I think that'll make an engaging encounter. If the PCs see it happen with one mini construct, they might be tempted to back off and figure out a way to take them all out at once. Which, you know, it's fun. I like having monsters with abilities that PCs could see in action rather than have to figure out with a recall knowledge, because not everyone has recall knowledge ready. Crackling Emergence. That is a big crackly dragon. Oh, cool. So it's when a spirit becomes a material being. This represents that moment. It turns a land into a big red spirit creature with haste. Hey, if we get a red, I don't know. I don't know about doing this, and this would be like I do have it's set up so I could do more than just creatures today because I'm doing this for 2 hours, but not that I expect anyone to stay here for that long. Let's get past this. I'm just gonna if we don't get a creature, I'm gonna skim through unless I see something like really speaks to me. Return to action. Yep, it's a buff. Harmonious Emergence. It's another Kami from the land, but they're a little boring. I do love Kami, but it's a 4/5 vigilance. Who cares? Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. The Moonfolk are cool, aren't they? Man, they're like flying rabbits. I like Moonfolk. A little like they remind me of Soratami from Pathfinder. Not Soratami. What were those called? Someone help me. They're humanoids. Samsaran. They remind me of Samsaran from Pathfinder. I don't think they reincarnate though, so yeah. All right. Yeah, it has been 10,000 years since Kamigawa 1.0. Light the way. If we get a white creature, we might give him a little Kami with a torch to help him out here. Moonstare Specialist, a human ninja. Oh yeah, the ninjas are in this too. Man, maybe I should have done Starfinder with this. Nah. Pathfinder 2 is more fun to make monsters in. I'm sorry. I love Starfinder, but... Alright, Moonstare Specialist. When he enters the battlefield, return a creature to its owner's hand. So he snares people in the moon. That would be a really flavorful ninja, wouldn't it? This, like, big astral net. That'd be cool. Coiling Stalker. When he hits somebody, he buffs an ally up, and he's a ninja and a snake. Neat. Tales of Master Sheshiro. He makes vehicles, and he flips, and you get a big snake warrior, Sheshiro. He has vigilance and haste. I don't feel like making a snake. A default creature that just has abilities like that. Sheshiro from first Kamigawa had some really unique abilities. I think he was the one who gave all snakes +2/+2 and did like taking another turn or opponent doesn't untap. I forget. Okay, so here's a ninja with this border here is like only for ninja. All the ninja in the set you could get with this border. Has like little scrolls and doodads and little shuriken on the side. That's pretty cool. So here we have a cybernetic rat ninja. When he enters battlefield, target creature you control gains death touch and lifelink. Nezumi Prowler. Man, that'd be cool. Man, I kind of just maybe we should just do all ninjas tonight. Oh, here we have a shrine. Cool. The Go Shintai of Shared Purpose. I got all my shrines out from my past sets. I actually built a shrine deck during Kamigawa, but they were so bad. They're so much better now. Now you have enough of them, you know, and the legendary. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, at the beginning of your end step, it makes a spirit. So every turn it makes a spirit to defend itself. It is technically a creature. So we could do a shrine. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? This like big esoteric. It would be kind of like a mix between a hazard. I'd make it a hazard, I think. That's in the maybe pile. Another ninja. Man, this is one. If this was the pre-release and I was making a deck out of this, I'd be really tempted to just go all ninjas with this. Is that? Let me refocus my lumens real quick. This will take 2 seconds. Configure video. Put the card up to it and then go autofocus. I said configure video. Oh, there you are. Haha. There we go. That's so much better. I mean, the cards behind won't be as good, but this is a good level to hold cards. All right, Takuchi Silencer. Here's a ninja who, when he hurts somebody, you could discard a creature card and destroy a creature you control. So in Pathfinder, I'd see that like a, man, that'd almost be like make a strike, and then do damage to an ally and the enemy at the same time. That'd be kind of cool. Like it would have to be very specific flavor for that. Like using their life force to hurt them. But that would be a thing. All right. All right. Ooh, a Kami. All right. Kami of Transients. Look at that art. I want to do this just for the art. And I'm a sucker for Kami. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. At the beginning of each end step, if an enchantment was put into your graveyard from the battlefield this turn, you may return it from your graveyard to your hand. Transients. Oh man, that is so bloody beautiful. I love this the most. Like, this is the one I'm going for. If somebody here wants me to do the ninja instead, I'll totally go for it. But that looks so cool. Explosive Singularity. Oh, man. Is that a foil mythic in our first pack? That is a foil mythic in our first pack. This is the Spirit Bomb. I love it. You tap a bunch of creatures, and you could cast it for a little cheaper. It's a little easier. Everyone holds up their hands. Let's get this. And it does a bunch of damage. It's total Spirit Bomb. I got a foil Spirit Bomb. That is so funny. Foil Spirit Bomb. I wonder how much the foil Spirit Bomb is. I got it here somewhere. Foil Spirit Bomb. Now, see, I'd like to do this in a card, but, like, I can't get it out of my head that this is exactly like the spell trick I wrote for Air Bubble, where you just hold your fire in the air bubble, which I know it's not. It's more of a ritual. Why are my windows not opening? Is there a button on my mouse being pressed? No. I'm having trouble with Firefox. 1 second. Alt-tab. I'll Alt-tab these open. That worked. Alt-tab. There we go. I was having a little bit of trouble with my browser there for a second. Sorry about that. But I do have... Why is my keyboard locking up? It's just doing zeros unlimited times now. I don't have anything on the 0 key, though. Oh, I see what the problem was. Okay, everything's fixed. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It was a controller for video games that was stuck on the under the keyboard. I'm dumb. All right, we're good. Everything's good. Haha. Control A. You know what? I'm gonna have to put this over here. Explosive. Okay, I got this. I got this. Neon Dynasty. Okay. That's fine. All right, everything's set up now. Great, great, great. And finally, we have a treasure token. All right, so I think I want to do the Kami of Transients. I hate this delay. I'm on, laughing my ass. Gotcha. Yep. So I think I'm definitely going to do the Kami of Transients, because how often are we going to see that? The ninjas seem fairly common. Let me pull this up on the website we use. All right. Great, great, great. So last week we did a Beholder and a god from Kaldhelm, the snow god, Jotun. I think Godum. I'm going to say Godum. I'm just going to call him Godum the Snow God, because I can't remember his name. Kami of Transients. Did you mean Kami of Transients? I did. Copy image link, and then we'll put him right here. Let's just get rid of that. We got no good spells that I would want attached to the Kami of Transients, really. I mean, maybe the Shrine, but nah, not really. Alright, Kami of Transients. And then I need to throw this window here. I'm doing a new setup on my windows, so I need to remember which one goes in which monitor. There we have it. Awesome. Come on. There we have it. Alright. Kami of Transients. Let's make this a level... It's like low level, though. I think this is more of like an ally, honestly. I mean, if you could make an enemy out of it, sure, but I don't think most PCs would. I find most PCs don't like defiling nature and spirits. I mean, I know that was the whole like point of Kamigawa, was the spirits are mad at us and fighting us and stuff. An aura that makes the creature stronger for every transmutation spell cast on an ally. I like that. He is the Kami of Transients, though. Maybe it should just be every spell with a duration in rounds. Or is that too esoteric? I kind of like that, though. Every spell cast with a duration in rounds. Every transmutation spell cast on an ally. No, yeah, I like that. So every spell cast on an ally with a duration in rounds. Enchantment spell. Because like... Yeah. Cool. Alright, so, is he large? Yeah, he's large. Just with the tree alone, he's large. He's not huge, though. Because he's not that powerful. All right, so I think Kami are spirits. I have it open. I opened the Kami family in advance, expecting perhaps Kami. So let's look at the Toshigami. Toshigami are a lot like this art-wise. Here's the Toshigami, in case you don't know. They're from Bestiary 3. They're a type of Kami. They're a level 15 Kami. This will not be a level 15, but it will have the ward and other similar abilities as a Kami. So yes, they are spirits. Creature type, spirit. One of the few spirits that are not undead. I wish there was a summon spirit spell in Pathfinder 2. Like, I made one for the shaman, which I did Borikubos on Friday, a review of that, and I'm hoping that we'll have time to go over the shaman, because I wasn't able to in that stream. I think I'm going to make him level 6. I know he's a 2-drop, so that would usually be level, like, 4, but I don't know, he feels like a level 6. So he will have the rare, definitely rare. I mean, the card is literally rare. Neutral good. Oh, that's under alignment. I'll put that later. Large Kami. There we have it. Languages, we will give him Senzar, which you'll notice the Kami in Bestiary 3 don't have Senzar, but the Kami in Ruby Phoenix do, because of OGL reasons. So I am going to go ahead and give him Senzar in this, because I like Senzar. I wish Senzar was just Sylvan. I don't like the fact that, like, Senzar is this, like, TN dialect of Sylvan. I think that's weird, but yeah. Yeah, Summon Spirit, total missing design space. I made a feat. I think I made it a feat in Shaman where you could cast Summon Spirit. I might have just made it a spell. I think it was a feat. Yeah, it was a feat where if you cast Summon Animal, you could convert it to you could summon a spirit instead, and the feat was just called, like, Summon Spirit, which is like a real niche way to get around that, but it worked. I mean, all the summon spells are kind of the same. Not really, but a lot of them are the same. All right, so Kami look like they all have Speak with Plants and Telepathy 150 feet. Maybe not level 6, though. Let me look at the Kodama. Yeah, they do. They have less telepathy, though, so this will be like Telepathy 60 feet. They have Dark Vision, so we gotta write that down. Where are you, Dark Vision? Perception. Oh, let's go ahead and give him a base roadmap. Let's make him he's very much like a 2/2 that gets +1/+1 counters. He has Trample. That makes me think he's almost a brute. Which is weird for Transients. Not really, though. When you think of Transients and brute, that makes sense. Let's give him brute roadmap and see what happens. Do I like that? Brute has moderate reflex, moderate will, high strength. Nah, I don't like brute. Let's go with... No, I think brute works. Yeah, brute works with this fine. Well, at the beginning of the upkeep, if enchantment's put into the graveyard this turn, return him to your hand. Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. We're going to just go with the brute and modify it a bit. We're just going to go with moderate strength, for example, which will be a +2. I'm going to give him 1 dex. He looks like he'd have dex. He'd also look like he'd have high wisdom because he is a Kami. Do they usually have high wisdom? They do. So, very high wisdom. Pretty high intelligence, too, to be fair. Or not intelligence, pretty high charisma. 0 intelligence is fine for a Kami, or +0, so 10. His con should be much higher, though. So let's give him like a... Man, the Kodama has buff stats. I'm working off the Kodama on this, and like this would almost be what the Kodama's at. Really buff stats. Like 2, 3. Those are all really high, but that's pretty much what the Kodama's at. I'm willing to go that high. That's fine for this. Let's just make him a 2/2. There, he's a 2/2. Maybe the con is a little high. Let's just go to 4. All right, cool. Yeah, maybe it's a creature that feeds on change and grows on magical change happens. Oh, I like that. It's a good job, Ular in chat. Armor class will just be moderate. I'm not going to have anything above high on these stats. Let's just do moderate on all saves. I guess will should be high. Will should be a little high, yeah. So +8 and +1 status to all saves versus effects from evil creatures, which is standard for Kami. They also tend to have resistance against evil, so evil 5, but they have weakness cold iron 5. Is that true for all Kami? It is. No, they usually don't have resistance. Why does Kodama have? Oh yeah, because Kodamas are guardians. Okay. Let's stop looking at Kodama and go back to Toshigaki. No resistance. Still a weakness to cold iron 5. What are your stats like, Toshigami? Oh, your stats are still buff. Man, the Kami have ridiculously high stats. That is cool. Alright. They all have the ward ability, so I'll give them that. Kami could bind themselves to a specific ward that they can meld into. A Kami of Transients. A Kami of Transients' ward is a... What's the opposite of Evergreen Tree? Opposite of Evergreen Tree is a Decidious? I always forget that word. But I have it now, so I won't misspell it. Is a Decidious tree. Alright, so it can meld into a Decidious tree if it needs to. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Ular. Decidious tree. So it can meld into a Decidious tree as a ward. Divine. This is a general ability. This is as general as it gets. And it is called ward. Alright, cool. I almost wish it could like ward itself into a shrine, but shrines are not transient. So that would not fit at all, actually. So it's more like the tree in a shrine. That's cool. That fits it very well, with the art at least, which is what we're going off of. Let's just give it moderate hit points for reasons that will be revealed later. Do they have any immunities? They do not. Ward. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that all Kami share, and I don't think there is. There is not. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so for a melee attack, or for speed, let's give it 30, because it is like an elk or whatever. Like, it looks fast. Oh, let's give it some high athletics, because it is an elk. Let's give it some moderate intimidation. Let's give it some high diplomacy, as it is a Kami. They also usually have nature pretty high. And survival would be very high as well. Let's give it extreme survival. This thing knows how to survive. Well, no, it doesn't. It's transient. Let's just give it +6. Acrobatics will make moderate. Cool. That should be good on skills then. And then it has no items. It does have those little things floating around it, but all the Kami have that. It has masks too, but that's just appearances. It's transient, so it doesn't have a single form, so it has multiple heads. That's really cool flavor. I am digging that art. Let me make this a little bigger so everyone can see it. Oh, I'm digging that art. Man, that is so cool. Steve Prescott. Oh, is he the one who did? I think he's Steve Prescott. I think he might have been the one who did the Froghemoth. He's pretty cool. Like, I messaged him wanting to get a Froghemoth playmat for Ryan Costello on No Direction because he said he loved the artwork. But he didn't have playmats at the time. I have to go check again, see if he got them. All right, cool. So let's give him a strike. We will just give him a like a hoof or a stag. What do stags have? Stag, 2E, AON, PRD. So a stag monster has gore and 2 hooves. Well, you have gore. You have a tree. You don't have antlers. So, no, you don't have gore, but you will have hooves. So, hooves. Oh, this is first 1E. Let's see, like a stag or a deer. Come on, creatures. Give me an animal. A horse? Just look up a horse. Horse works. Riding horse has, they're called hoof. Singular, hoof. Alright, hoofs are usually have no special traits. So we'll just make his hoof a moderate attack +6. It will do a little bit higher than moderate damage. That'll be 1d6 +2 because he has 2 strength, and I like matching those. Oh, I put that in traits. That will be bludgeoning damage. Excellent, excellent. Usually horses have 40 feet. I'm just going to say he only has 30 because he has that big tree on his head, so he can't go too far without stuff falling off of him. You know how it is. Let's see what a moose's movement speed is. Are they 40 as well? Oh, they're 30. Okay, good, good. Hoof. All right, kickback, thundering charge, trample. Okay, I do have to give this trample. So let's just do that right now because it has the ability trample. All right, so trample, offense. Trample is a 3-action activity in Pathfinder. And all you have to write for it is the size of the things it can trample, so medium or smaller. The type of damage it does, hoof, and the DC to get over it, which at this level would be... level 6 creature, it would be like 22? Well, level 3 is 20. Oh, I'm going to use my new search engine, if I could find it. Nethys Search is really cool. There's a website, look up Nethys Search, Gladius. I'll put the link in chat. It's really cool. I love this website. Where is my chat? There you are. If you don't like the normal search engine on Archives of Nethys, you should check that out. It's like a... You'll check it out. You'll see. You could type in what you want to, and it will come up with everything you need from Nethys immediately without much... without lag. And then you can select specific traits or types. Like right now I'm looking trample, and I want a creature... so now I'm looking at creatures with trample. Can I put level, price, name? Oh, I can. Awesome. So I'm going to put descending levels so I could see all the creatures. I wish I could put... I'd have to figure that out. All right, so let's just look for a level 6 creature with trample. I should put levels ascending. Because I'm not sure how they calculate the DCs of tramples. Like, they gave the level 3 moose a DC 20. Which a level 6, like, has a DC 19 as max for spellcasting, at least. Here, a Lampid has trample? Really? Oh, no, it just has the word trample in it. Cave Giant? Gurkai smaller? Unfortunately, it doesn't look, for keywords, like, trample so well. So you will have to, like, it's looking for every word trample. Oh, Rhinoceros, that'll have it. Yes. DC 21. I was right. Actually, I gave him a little bit high. So I'm glad I looked it up. Level 6 creatures have a DC 21 trample. That is so useful. I'm sure everyone listening will get a ton of use out of that little factoid. No attack of opportunity. Divine spells? Nah. Fleeting blossoms. Alright, cool. So let's give him his whenever a spell is cast ability. Let's call this Japanese Transients philosophy. There's a special word for this. Transients. Mono no aware. We're gonna use that. So mono no aware. It literally means the passage of time, or the pathos of things, empathy towards things, sensitive to ephemera. But it's the Shinto-ish Japanese idea of love of that which does not last. It's like the cherry blossom tree only blooms for a little while, and that's what makes it beautiful. If it was like that all the time, we would get used to it. So this is a... I'm going to call this a general ability, just because there's nothing else there and it makes the template look nicer. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. Absorbing magic is abjuration, isn't it? So I'm going to call this abjuration, and definitely divine. So whenever a creature within... What's its range of telepathy? I'm going to make it the range of telepathy the same. Oh, I forgot to give it dark vision. Dark vision. Let's give it moderate perception, too. So telepathy, I think I put it 60. Yes. So when a creature within 60 feet casts a spell that targets one or more allies and lasts less than 2 minutes, I say less than 2 minutes because technically a 20th... Last 2 minutes or less. Or less. I put 2 minutes or less because, like, this is intended not to hit minute per level spells. I suppose low-level casters it'll still hit, but whatever, their magic is weak. But this way, round per level spells, it will still benefit from, even if a 20th level caster casts it, because 20 rounds is 2 minutes. So whenever a creature within 60 feet casts a spell that targets one or more allies and lasts 2 minutes or less, comma, the Kami of Transients gains a +1 status bonus to is heroism a status bonus? It is, right? Yes, it is. To attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks. How do you say the stacks? Gains a cumulative +1 status bonus to attack rolls up to, let's see how high we could go on this. So if we say up to +4, that would hit it on the extreme for attack damage. If we say up to plus, how about AC? Oh, same with that. So up to +4 is fine. Up to +4. So if 4 spells are cast around it, it will have extreme attack. Let's attack rolls, weapon damage, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks. Great. So because we gave it moderate to everything, except will's a little bit higher, the +4 to all of its stuff is really strong, but it just makes it extreme and everything, and it does require that happen, and it can't buff itself. Yeah. Up to +4. How long should each buff last? And does it renew itself each time it's cast? I almost feel like just making it, yeah, like 2 rounds, but it renews itself every time it's cast. So perception checks for 2 rounds. Each time this ability... Let's make this a reaction. No, let's just make this none, because multiple things should still trigger it. Skill checks for up to 2 rounds. Let's make this a free action with a trigger. I know how to do that. So, trigger. A creature within 60 feet casts a spell that targets 1 or more allies and lasts 2 minutes or less. Effect. There we go. The Kami of Transients gains a +1 cumulative status bonus to attack rolls, weapon damage, perception checks, and saving throws, and skill checks for 2 or more rounds. For 2 rounds. Each time this ability... Okay, each one's tracked individually. That's fine. In that case, I'm going to make it 3 rounds. Period. Each, then parentheses, each 3 rounds. Each bonus is tracked individually. Sure. Give it the aura trait? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I like that. Thank you. Thank you, Ular. That's really cool. Mono no Aware. I should probably capitalize Aware. I don't know. Is my editor in chat? Do I capitalize Aware in Mono no Aware? Oh, I'm just giving them a hard time. I'm not sure if they're still in chat or not, though. All right, so that works for it, and it needs its regeneration ability. So at the beginning of each end step, if enchantments, let's just make this like the ghost. So the ghost has rejuvenation. So we'll call it that. Rejuvenation is a defensive ability, which means I'm going to make Mono no Aware an offensive ability. No actions. It is Divine Necromancy. All right. When a Kami of Transients is destroyed, it Its spirit lingers. No, it lingers. It's a spirit. It lingers. No, but alphabetically aura is after abjuration. Thank you. When a Kami of Transients is destroyed, it lingers. It returns. Yeah, it returns to the shrine where it entered, where it first manifest in the physical world. If it's a free action, it's not a free. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it is a free action. So there we go. I mean, it's kind of triggering off its telepathy, which is kind of an aura, but it's not. Doesn't have the aura trait because it's just a universal monster ability. It's a language. When a Kami Transcends is destroyed, it returns to the shrine where it first physically manifest. If that shrine is destroyed, or a ritual of, if that shrine is destroyed, broken. If that shrine becomes broken. Actually, no. When a Kami Sentence is destroyed, it returns to its ward. Its ward and cannot. How do you unmerge? What's that called? Can merge and cannot emerge from that ward for, I don't know, 2d4 days? Sure. Or let's say 1d20 days. 1d20 plus 11 days. Plus 10 days. So 30 days-ish. A little bit less than 30 days. Might be 30 days. Returns to its ward and cannot emerge from that ward for 1d20 plus 10 days. If the ward becomes broken, the Kami of Transients reforms, fully healed. A Kami of Transients may use this. Cannot use this ability again for 1 year. There we go. Cool. So if it dies, it goes back into its tree. If you start wailing on the tree, it'll pop back out and fight you again. If you don't, it'll just stay there because it's a Kami, and protecting its tree is what's most important to it, or its ward, is kind of what it does. So there we have it. Kami of Transients. I like that. So I'm just going to quickly save its JSON file, because I might want to spring this on my players someday. And I just started using, just started beginning to upload my stuff into Foundry. Let's also download the PNG so I can put it on social media. Hurrah. Great. Let's crack another pack. Foil Spirit Bomb in the first pack. That is so much fun. I was really looking for that card. I don't even know what deck to put it in, but I'm glad I got it. So yeah, this is a fun monster. I really like this. I'm very inspired by these Kamigawa monsters, probably because I am such a nerd of anime. Alright, so let's go ahead and do another pre-release pack, because set boosters are for people who want beautiful land. I really want that land. If anyone wants to trade full art Kamigawa land for, like, I have a ton of full art Zendikar. Network Terminal, pretty cool, pretty cool. I mean, not much we could do with it outside of Starfinder, but I like it. Spirited Companion, I got the doggo. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. She formed a friendship with several playful spirits, and soon the pack was known as the source of much mischief in Iganjo. Look how cute that is. It's literally a pack of, like, a regular dog and a bunch of little Kami that just zip around it. Oh, doggo. Doggo is top tier. Want to make that. Kindled Fury. It's an angry goblin. It's an angry Mega Man goblin. All right. Reckoner Shakedown. Man, that art, is it always that dark? Oh, there we have it. Okay. Even in real life, it looked that dark until I did that. Yep, it is your standard discard cards. It's your standard mind rot with set stuff on it. Paparoo! Fade into Antiquity. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Yep. Might have added... Man, I really would have added that to the Kami. I would have added this ability to the Kami, no questions asked, but the Kami is done. And I'm sticking to that. Arm Guard Familiar. It's another equipment beast. It's a little owl. It's like a clockwork origami owl. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. I love this set. So it protects whoever it's attached to. I like it a lot. Not as much as the pupper, but maybe. I might get a blue spell that I want to tack onto it. Jukai Trainee. Or I might make the... No. I was thinking making the familiar on the pupper, but maybe not. I don't know. It's between the pupper and the arm guard so far. It's a samurai. It has Old Bushido is the reference, I think. A Twisted Embrace. Yep, it is a kami. Apparently, evil kami will sometimes possess evil mortals. Okay, fun. Guardians of Oboro. Moonfolk Samurai. They modified creatures you control can attack as though they didn't have Defender. Oh, that's pretty cool. That'd be cool in the wall commander deck. The red, white, blue wall from Commander 2020, but not great. It's not that. There's not much I can do with it in Pathfinder wise though, other than it's Moonfolk and they defend well. Michiko's Reign of Truth. Yep, it makes a creature bigger, and then it flips into Michiko? Portrait of Michiko. Okay, yeah, well, Michiko. Michiko gets +1/+1 for every artifact or enchantment you control. That is not as fun as the old Michiko. If anyone really wants me to do Michiko, I will add on the abilities she had in old Kamigawa. I think that's how I have to do those flip creatures, which is fine. Roadside Reliquary. It's a little shrine. I mean, no, it's a reliquary, but... Man, they should have given this shrine. That would have made that really busted. I think I just said the worst thing. Like, I think we should make this shrine. Hell no, Wizards. I'm so glad you didn't make this shrine. You have learned your lesson from Mirrodin not to add set relevant types to land. Return target creature or vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield and put 2 counters on it. Okiba Salvage. All right. That's a card. Ooh, what's this? Colossal Sky Turtle. Oh my lord. That is one Colossal Sky Turtle. That is I guess it's technically a kami? It's an enchantment creature. Are those always kami in Kamigawa? Maybe? I don't know. It is a big turtle. You could channel it to do different things. Man, do that one? Okay. Grady wants me to do Giant Sky Turtle, so I guess I'm doing Giant Sky Turtle. Okay, so turtle or owl, I think are the 2 people want me to do. I have some like, oh, wait. Oh, I told you. Pre-release packs are so good. Ow, the Dawn Sky. What are you? Flying, Vigilance, Imperial Dragons. I have the Imperial Dragon template already in Path Builder. 5/4. When it dies, you could either look at the top 7 cards of your library and put a card in there into play, or put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Wow, that's really cool. Ow is really cool. I love that. That is a pretty card. Sky Turtle or this. Yeah, that is... Yeah, it's either Sky Turtle or that. Oh, cool. You could get full art land in pre-release packs, too. That is dumb cool. Look how beautiful this land is. God, I want to give up all my land for this, except a couple signed land. That is just so pretty. I love it. And a blank token. All right, cool. Yeah, just make the version where the Phyrexians merge them. No, I'm not going to make a Sky Turtle Dragon. I guess that would be a thing, wouldn't it? A Sky Turtle Dragon? I don't want to do a Sky Turtle Dragon. There's that Sky Dragon Turtle. I'll do a Sky Dragon Turtle if you want me to. I could either do the Dragon, the Turtle, or the Sky Dragon Turtle. Dragon Turtles are already a thing. So I pull this up. Decide for me if you want Sky Dragon Turtle, Dragon, or Turtle. I need to blank this out. New monster. Let's go ahead and look up. Where is that? Oops. Oh, let's move here onto the website. Do what you like. Okay, yeah, I'll do I'll do Sky Dragon Turtle, and I'll just use the art for Colossal Sky Turtle, but between you and me, it'll be Ow, the Dawn Dragon Turtle. We'll figure that out as we go along. I'm just the chaotic neutral peanut gallery. Chaotic neutral makes the best peanut gallery on a stream, though. I put all my cards that I do here in a special binder, so I'm going to use the Colossal Sky Dragon Turtle, because I might want to use Ow in an actual deck. I know it's a silly way to choose things, but alright, so let's go Colossal Sky Turtle. So I will admit, I didn't think I would need the stats for a Dragon Turtle. Let's just do that. Let's start with open URL Dragon Turtle Dragon ABCD Dragon Turtle. There we go. Dragon Turtle. Alright, so we're going to start with Dragon Turtle to make this. Oh, let's put the card up there. Is this the right card? Yeah, Colossal Sky Turtle. Alright, so let's call this, let's make this a unique legendary Colossal Sky Turtle for sure. So let's, nah, I might do Owl later. Let's just do Colossal Sky Turtle. Colossal. I don't want people on Reddit to be like, I don't get it. This isn't Ow, this is a Sky Turtle. Okay, so Colossal Sky Turtle. I'm going to keep this level 9 because it's a variant of a Dragon Turtle, but I don't think it is a little stronger than man, this thing is crazy. Okay, you can discard it to return a creature to its owner's hand or channel its magic to return a card from your graveyard to your hand. So it either boomerang bounces or it... Channel is a weird one to do on this. I like it. I really do like it. I'm going to figure it out. So first of all, it is a spirit. So it's... I might keep Amphibious. Yeah, I'm going to keep Amphibious just because. Aquan, Common... Let's keep Draconic, because I like it being a kind of a Dragon Turtle. And it's a Kami in the form of a Dragon Turtle. That's fine. And Censar. And then Telepathy. Man, level 9 Kami would be like 100 feet. We have a level 10 Kami, the Zuishin. The Zuishin has 100 feet. Yep, I was right. 100 feet. Awesome. Let's have it speak with turtles. There we have it. I gave it speak with turtles. Maybe it sacrificed its massive spirit to save everyone riding on the shell. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, this poor Sky Turtle. Yeah, I love it. That's awesome. That's a great idea. All right, let's give it, instead of swim, let's have it also have swim in case it needs to. But mostly it has fly 30 feet. Let's only give it 10 feet land speed then. Let's make this thing huge. Yeah, it's huge. Good, it's huge. Huge. You could ride it if you want. It has pretty high stats. Let's give it a little bit more con. Why are these stats screwy? No, that's right. Oh, no, it isn't. Yeah, it is. All right, so let's give it a higher strength, higher con. Intelligence at 1 is fine. Wisdom will be higher because it is a Kami. Charisma will be higher because it's a Sky Turtle, and we love Sky Turtles because we all watched Bofuri. If you've ever seen Bofuri, there's a Sky Turtle in that show. The full name of that show is I maxed out my defense stat because I don't like feeling pain, I think is the full name. Full translation of that. It's a fun show. The character looks like a Hell Knight too, so like that's the main reason I watched. I'm like, is that Hell Knight armor? I'm going to say it's Hell Knight armor. All right, I like the armor class. I like the low reflex. I like the... We could up its will save. This thing has some more defenses than a normal Dragon Turtle, but it will have fewer offense to make up for that. It is a tank, whereas the Dragon Turtle is a bit of a brute. So let's go with some higher hit points, like 178. Let's go 180, 185. I like having it divisible by the score. I know it makes no sense at all, but whatever. Does this thing need any resistances? It needs a weakness. It needs Cold Iron 10. Maybe the rider is... Oh, okay. Maybe it's just a bodyguard kind of creature. Like instead of sacrificing a save someone, it could also make creatures treated as incorporeal, so they fall through. Ooh, I like that. That's really Journey to the West. Kind of like Nimbus. Let's give it resistance to evil then, and make it anti-evil. Let's make it chaotic good. Lawful good? Good? Just make it good. Or are Kami always... Kami are always neutral good. So good. We're good with that. Neutral good. Great. All right. So Dark Vision, that's a fine for its thing. Let's give this thing, it has good athletics. Diplomacy is good. Let's switch diplomacy and intimidation. We don't need at all because it's a derpy turtle. Let's just, yeah, the low stealth. Let's give it the lowest possible stealth. Survival 17 is fine. It should have nature because it's a Kami. And the nature should be high. Intimidation. I almost want to give it medicine, but it's not good at medicine. Great, that's good. It has no items. It will have jaws and claws. Those are fine. What is the attack bonus on this? Wow, they give it really high damage. We're going to lower that damage quite a bit. So the jaws will go down to 2d10 plus 6. And then instead of 2d12 plus 17. And the claws will go down to 2d8 plus 6. Is that right? 2d6 plus 6 is fine for that, actually. That's fine. Okay. It doesn't have spells. Shell block should keep... I don't like having shell block anymore because, like... Oh, it has ward. Ward is... kind of actually, yeah, if it's a guardian like you said, it should probably shell block for someone riding on it, so its cloudy shells can like calcify around and block for someone or something. So a creature adjacent or riding the Colossal Sky Turtle. Oh, a creature adjacent to or riding the Colossal Sky Turtle is targeted by an attack. It could be melee or otherwise. An attack is rolled against a creature adjacent to or riding the Colossal Sky Turtle. That way you get to see the roll and then choose. I don't like Nimble Dodge. The Colossal Sky Turtle rolls its parts of its shell. The Colossal Sky Turtle's shell roils over the target of the attack. An attack is rolled against a creature. Rolls over the target, giving it a +2 circumstance bonus to AC against the triggering attack. There we go. Cool. So that's ward. Is it shell block? Against... Can it block itself? It should block itself too. Is rolled against the Colossal Sky Turtle or a creature adjacent to or riding the Colossal Sky Turtle. Great. We're getting rid of its breath weapon. That's the main thing it loses for all of its awesome stuff it gets. So the Dragon Turtle tries to capsize an adjacent aquatic vessel or flying vehicle of its size or smaller. So I'm letting it also capsize flying vehicles because it's a flying dragon turtle, so it has to be able to capsize airships. Or the pilot's sailing lore or driving lore DC, whichever is higher. We'll get rid of Draconic Frenzy. Awesome. And we are instead going to give it wraps a cloud around the shells toward its ward, bodyguard, picky rider, maybe. Guard Guardian of the Righteous, I'll just call it for now, or I'll think of a name later. So this is a no action general ability. It has the divine trait and transmutation. The Colossal Sky Turtle may choose. The Colossal Sky Turtle only allows those pure of heart to ride upon it. I don't like pure of heart. It's not white. So it's not a white creature. So the Colossal Sky Turtle the Colossal Sky Turtle may choose who is allowed to ride upon it. It may. You know what I'm gonna do? Cloud block. I'm gonna change shell block real quick. So attack is rolled against Colossal Sky Turtle or creature. The Colossal Sky Turtle's cloudy shell roils over the target, giving it concealment against the triggering attack. I like that a lot more. That instead of +2 AC, it gives a concealment. I like that a lot more. Give it a BOL style benefit. BOL, Breath of Life. Creature who's adjacent or mounted dies within the past 3 rounds, Breath of Life. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. So Colossal Sky Turtle may choose who is allowed to ride upon it. Creatures, non-allies, enemies pass through the Sky Turtle on their turns. Yes to that. At the beginning of each creature's turn, that creature passes through the Sky Turtle. At the beginning of each enemy's turn, that creature passes through the Sky Turtle's body, often passes through the Sky Turtle's body as though the Sky Turtle was not there. This does not prevent the creature. No, that doesn't work because that sounds like a defensive thing. This would have to be a single action. Let's make this a 3 action. Yeah, okay, I know what to do with this now. May choose who is allowed to ride upon it. When it uses the 3 actions, all enemies currently riding the Colossal Sky Turtle pass through it and fall. If this causes 1 or more enemies to occupy the same square as the Colossal Sky. Oh, let's just say requirements has to fly. Requirements. The Colossal Sky Turtle is flying or swimming. The Colossal Sky Turtle may choose to ride upon it. All effect. All enemies currently riding the Colossal Sky Turtle pass through it and fall. If this causes 1 or more enemies to occupy, we don't need that line anymore. Okay, cool. And fall, period. Oh, thank you. As if it were incorporeal. Perfect. Picky? I'm tempted to just call this like picky? I don't know. Cloud, mist form, phase, selective mist, selective, preferred flyer. Preferred flyers? Like airlines? Our preferred flyers club. I'm just gonna call it that for now. Amphibious. Oh, I need to give this the kami type, don't I? It's not really a kami. It's almost an animal, but also a spirit. I can give this another type other than spirit. No, animal means it can't talk. This is give amphibious. That's fine. Oh, beast. There we go. All right. Hit or missed. Ooh, I love that. Hit or missed. That should be instead of cloud block. All right. Capsize. Let's make that our offensive ability now. Because preferred flyer, that's an offensive ability. Let's give it one more ability, which was the channel. So, channel the sky. Yeah, I gave it beast because, like, it is just a turtle. I mean, it's an enchantment turtle. It's a kami. But it's not a spirit, so it's not technically... I kept the spirit type because it is a kami, but it's a beast. Maybe... Oh, you know what? I could do this. Because maybe it's not a spirit completely. I could give it beast, and then I could give it kami. I could do that. Yeah, that works much better. So it's not a spirit despite being a kami. Because it's fully manifest. That's why it's not, like, technically a spirit. So that works. All right. Channel the Sky. This will be a reaction. This will be a defensive reaction, even though it only helps allies. Divine. Oh, it's bringing stuff back from the dead, so I want to say necromancy, but it's almost like abjuration. So return target card from your graveyard to your hand, or return target creature to its owner's hand. So it saves someone. Does it gust them up in wind? In that case, it would be like a... Maybe it should be divine. Maybe it should be primal. Maybe all this should be primal. I think these should be primal. I'm changing these to primal. And maybe it shouldn't... Well, it's the power of the kami, so it's divine. I don't like that. Power of the kami should be primal. Me. Okay, so Channel the Sky. Maybe, because I was almost thinking it should, like, hurt itself. Like, kind of how the other kami buffed itself. It should just do damage to itself to activate these abilities. But no. I do like the ability of when it dies. So trigger when it dies. Which, I'm going to look up the Balor for that real quick. Which is like the opposite of this creature. Death throws. Death. Divine. Evocation. Fire. Yeah, primal works for blue-green. I agree. Thank you. Oh, which means... Necromancy, primal. Alright, so... Death throws is not a reaction. Oh, right, it can't be, because you can't use an action when you die. You can't have reaction death throws. So when a Colossal Sky Turtle dies, their body explodes in healing gusts. I need to make this evocation as well. In healing gusts that in a 100-foot aura of intense gusts of healing wind. All allies in range heal. Level 9 heal. Heal Pathfinder 2E. Amount of healing increases by 8. 1d8 per spell level. Level 6 would be level 9 would be level 5. 5d8, sure. All allies in range heal 5d8 damage. I guess you don't put heal, you put have restore 5d8 hit points. Hit points. And are affected. Snapleaf. Are affected by Featherfall. So they don't die when the thing dies. And gain the benefits of Featherfall. Is level 9 too low for Breath of Life? You prevent the target from dying. You can't really do a Breath of Life. I mean, it's not too low a level. It's just not... It doesn't work. Like, because Breath of Life prevents them from dying. This is something that happens when it dies. So the Sky Turtle have to die at the same time as the other thing. And we wanted it to, like, save them afterward. Okay, that's fine. Gain the benefit of Featherfall for 1 minute. Yeah, that works. That works fine. Yeah, I think we're good then. We have Ward, we have the channel ability. It flies. It is a Colossal Sky Turtle. Let's open another pack. Let's just save this, download the JSON file, and download the PNG file. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so let's go back to... Oh, Gentle Repose. Ho, 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 ho. That's a good idea. Let me look up Gentle Repose. And... Gentle Repose. 1 corpse. So we'd have to say all allies and the corpses of all creatures in range restore 5d8 hit points and gain the benefits of Featherfall. Oh, let's make that another sentence so people don't think it brings you back to life, because it's not supposed to. So all allies in range restore 5d8 hit points and gain the benefit of Featherfall for 1 minute. All corpses in range gain the benefits of Gentle Repose for 1 week until 24 hours. For 24 hours. Of Gentle Repose for 24 hours and Featherfall for 1 minute. So the corpses don't just splat. Okay, that's cool. Channel the Sky. I don't like that ability. Channel and Channel Sky. Channel Sky is fine. Alright, cool. Let's channel the Healing Rain. I like that better. Alright. I'm gonna give that the water trait. I don't know why. It's kind of fun. It's flavorful. You see those giant water globlets following it around? So I like that. So let's save. Download PNG. Come on. I believe in you. You could do it. Alright. Colossal Sky Turtle. Save. And... Download the JSON file. Colossal Sky Turtle. Save. There we go. Gnarly creature. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of defenses, but it's made to be an allied creature. Like, I can't see this thing fighting the party. I guess a party could take it out. It should be good, though. Like, I don't see any major concerns here, because, like, it lost Draconic Frenzy and its breath weapon. So, it does fly, which is a buff, but... And it has more defenses. So it's going to be hard to kill. But its AC isn't higher than a Dragon Turtle. And it can't buff its AC further, which was really bad with the Dragon Turtle. Not bad. It was good, but it was gnarly. So let's go new monster. But let's also go to slide focus. And get rid of my bad keyboard. Alright. Hello, Colossal Sky Turtle. Goodbye. Hello, booster pack. Alright. Alright, here we have a Shrine Steward. I've wanted to see this art. I saw it in the preview and I couldn't quite figure out what it was. It's like a samurai armor, Miko. Look in real life for a second. Oh, okay. It's a Miko outfit, a Miko uniform, with some talismans on it. So it's inhabited by a kami. That's cool. So when it enters battlefield, search the library for an aura or shrine, reveal it and put it into your hand. Okay, that's neat. There's some stuff we could do with that, but I think we could get more flavorful stuff. Grafted Growth. Oh, cool. I didn't see this in the previews. It's like a whatchamahoo's it? Overgrowth with a 1/1 counter. That's cool. Was that from Kaladesh maybe? I don't know. Light the Way. Yep. It's a little light kami, little hovery torch. Experimental synthesizer. It is very complicated. It makes robot samurai. Okay. Not really what I'm looking for though, unless we get an artificer, which there are a couple in here, I think. Undercity Scrounger. It makes a treasure token only if a creature dies this turn. That will pay for another arm extension all by itself, as long as it doesn't explode. Oh, that's cool. So it has like an arm. That's a cool weapon. Oh, it stole an arm from one of those kami constructs, and it uses it not as a replacement arm, just as like a literal side arm. I almost want it just so I can make that dumb pun as a weapon. It has a side arm. I love that. All right, that's in my maybe list. Careful Cultivation. Yep, it's buff. Makes a creature. Creates a human. That is weird. That is a weird esoteric card. Could be fun. Yeah, figure that out. Mnemonic Sphere. Oh, it's a Kitsune Star Gem. I'm gonna call it a Kitsune Star Gem. The Star Gems I made in Star Spinners. This is just my little commercial now. You could there's a feat you could take, so you could put your memories in it, and you could do some other cool stuff by putting memories in it. Mostly you could put memories in it. If you do have a star gem that belongs to an older kitsune and you have that feat, you could also take memories out of it and kind of witness them. It's one of those very flavorful, like, ask your GM before getting this uncommon feats. Gift of Wrath. Rawr. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and menace, but when it leaves the battlefield, there's also a red spirit token. Okay, so it's a spirit that makes people angry. Ooh, look at that. I got one of them anime style art cards. That is really pretty. I like it. Samurai Warrior, you control attacks alone. It gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay, so it has that one ability from Exalted. There we go, Exalted. Okay, cool. Like the art. Not much we could do with it flavor mechanically, other than like really just take a warrior and throw on that ability. Like, mini heroism if it or an ally fights alone. Oh, look at that jacket. That is cool. Okiba Reckoner Raid. Oh, that is cool. It's a rat folk with that. That's a cool jacket. I like that jacket a lot. Each opponent loses life, you gain a life. And then it flips into Nozumi Road Captain. Who's that supposed to be? I don't know who that is. Like, I'm sure it's supposed to be someone from Kamigawa. The Nozumi of Okiba Reckoners. I guess it's just supposed to be the Nozumi pack as a whole. That's kind of cool. It's a motorcycle riding rat. Again, great for Starfinder. I don't see it in Pathfinder 2. I could still use it though. I mean, there's a motorcycle in Grand Bazaar or DM Guide. I think Grand Bazaar has a motorcycle. Gravelighter. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. If a creature died this turn, otherwise each player sacrifices a creature. It's a necromantic spirit. It appears only to those whose lives are ending, welcoming them to their fate. Ooh, that'd be interesting. That'd be a neat monster. We could man, that'd be weird. It could it could do stuff to people who have the doomed condition or the wounded, dying condition. It does stuff with like doomed, wounded, and dying. That'd be cool. Summons will-o-wisps as creatures die. Oh no, that's real bad. Can cast Death Knell. Yeah, it could do a lot of stuff. That's I think our winner so far. Mech Hanger. It's a land. It makes mechs. It hangs them. Jurai Naturalist. It's a monk. It could cast enchantments a little bit easier. Can make it easier to cast enchantments. Okay, we already had that kind of with the Kami. March of Otherworldly Light. Yep, it's a spell. It does stuff. It gets rid of a artifact, creature, or enchantment. It spirits it away. Cool. I think that's a Totoro reference on the card. I'm gonna say it is if it's not. The little hologram there, the hologram Kami, bear, Totoro looking fella. All right, and Thornwood Falls. So not the hottest pack. Ooh, I like this token. Check that out. It did have one anime style art and a really neat token. March of Otherworldly Light's really good actually though. Like, I have so many commander decks that's going in, but so I am glad I got it. But I think Gravelighter is hands down the most interesting thing we got here. Okiba Raid. Yeah, cool. Gravelighter it is. All right. Let's switch over to website. Okay, Gravelighter it is. Let's I'm gonna have a quick ad real quick. We're just gonna look. Travel Guide was announced last week. I am extremely proud to say that I'm one of the authors right here. And that makes me very happy. Travel Guide. It's see the scenic inner sea with the Lost Woman Travel Guide. The book is your companion to cultural life and sights to the inner sea, guiding you through a variety of topics and interest. A lot of people have talked about this as the almanac book that we've been waiting for a long time, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm excited to see it spoiled. It looks really cool. Just wanted to bring that up as long as the tab was open. Because I'm trying to lower my tabs a little. As you can see here. Tabs, tabs, tabs. All right, let's go back to our website, though. Awesome. All right. Where is Scryfall? Here you are. So, what do we have for ideas? I'm so hyped to see that book in print. Oh, me too. I know. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be awesome. Gravelighter. Copy image link. And put it in there. See, if there were 2 people on the stream, I could have some person copying the link. Cast Reaper's Lantern and does funky things with it. Oh, that'd be cool too. I could look that up. Reaper's Lantern. Where is my new... Here you are. Reaper's Lantern. Okay, so Reaper's Lantern was suggested by Ular in chat. It says, you call forth a ghostly lantern that guides the living towards death. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what this is. And the undead toward true death. It sheds bright light in the spell's area and dim light to twice that area. Though it's insubstantial, you must keep a hand free to hold it. Living creatures and undead in the area when you cast the spell or that enter the area later must attempt fortitude saves. Living creatures that fail gain only half the normal benefit from healing effects. Undead, yeah, we're going to make this like Reaper's Lantern the creature. So I'm going to add that immediately to it. Let's figure out what it is real quick. It's like a 2/2 spirit flying. Let's make this like a magical striker, because it is like spamming death now. Or just a spellcaster. Let's just make this like a wisdom-based spellcaster, because it is a spirit. It is a kami. Yeah, it is a kami. So type. Oh, is it awarding its lantern as a kami? And that becomes... Oh, okay. I'm starting to see stuff. Spirit. Traits. Straight up spellcaster kami. What else is this thing? Is it incorporeal? Gravelighter? No, it's not. It's corporeal. I see bones. So it's corporeal. That's good. Incorporeal on this would be way too nasty. What if it was an Oni? It's not an Oni. Onis are demons in Magic. And I like the idea of 1 or 2 kind of evil spirits. Is this evil, though? It's kind of a psychopomp, actually. Are psychopomp a trait in Pathfinder 2? I think it is. Like a level 3? No, because... Okay. Let's stick to what we know, which is not gentle repose, not heal. Where is Reaper's Lantern? Is a level 2 spell. So a level 2 spell, you'd have to be level 4 to cast. But this thing isn't just casting. It's going to have Reaper's Lantern all the time. That's going to make it more like level 6, level 5, level 6. Let's say level 5. Because it's almost like a living spell. That would make it like a Katrina. Let's make it a Psychopomp. Sure. It's a kami. It's a Psychopomp. That will mean languages. It has Requiem. I've never heard of that before. Let's give this common Requiem and Senzar. And telepathy, 100 feet, 90 feet. Oh, I forgot to set its level to 5. Let's see. They gave it low strength. I'm going to give it even lower than that. Low dex. That's fine, I guess. It looks kind of... nah. Low dex, fine. Moderate con is good. Moderate intelligence is good. High wisdom is really good. Let's switch its intelligence with its charisma, because kami tend to have high charisma, and if I saw this thing, I couldn't keep my eyes off of it, because it would scare me. Damage, spirit touch, resistance, negative, and poison. Where... Oh, here we go. So it will resist... let's just make it... Should I make it immune to poison? Yeah. So under immunities, we're going to give it death effects and disease. And we're going to give it resistance 5 to negative and poison. Then we'll give it cold iron weakness because it's still a Kami. The hit points are fine. That's good. We're good to go on that. Armor class moderate, reflex moderate, fortitude low, will high. Why is this fortitude low? I don't like fortitude being low. Oh, because it's a caster. I'm going to switch fortitude and reflex because this thing has higher con than dex. Any bonus to saves on these bad boys? Nope. Good, good, good. Speed. This thing does fly, but I'm going to say it's really slow because it's creepier when it's slow. Because it will never stop stalking you. Eventually you're going to have to go to sleep. So I'm going to give it like a 20 speed. 20 feet. And then fly 20 feet. Let's give it 15, fly 20. Let's give it 10, fly 20. This thing doesn't walk, it flies. I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Well, this is one of my longest streams. I think this is my longest stream now at this point, which is great because I needed the extra hour to get affiliate status. And hopefully I'll do some more longer streams like this too, because this is fun. Hit points is good. Oh, under perception. Here you are. It will have life sense. Life sense 60 feet. And dark vision. That perception is good. Let's give it low acrobatics. I like putting down acrobatics and athletics because you should always put them down. I'm going to make it plus 11 acrobatics. It has a plus 1 strength, and that makes me happy. Let's give it some nature because this is the Kami of death, or of graves, I should say. Let's give it high intimidate because this thing is scary. Let's give it some moderate diplomacy. Society. Let's give it grave lore. Give it really high grave lore. That'll do for anything revolving funerals. Great. Grave lighter. All right, so let's go back to our lantern to see what its aura is going to be. So, special ability. It will have this death, light, necromancy aura ability called Grave Lantern. No actions. General. Alright, so for aura, can be visible to everyone who has more than a quarter of their health and no wounded or doomed. Ooh, I like that. Oh, it's not overwhelming at all, Ular. Go ahead. I know the essentials take quite a while and are probably quite boring. So aura, creature. An aura is an emanation that constantly affects you. I'm trying to find how aura is formatted real quick. And while that loads, Reaper's Lantern. All right, so okay. Let's say the Grave Lighter manifest its ward at all times as a lantern, as an incorporeal lantern, as an insubstantial lantern, always held in one hand. So it always has one hand with lantern on it. That's fine. Always wrapped around its wrist. There. Then it could use its hand for casting spells. Living creatures and undead in the aura must attempt... Who enter the aura must attempt a fortitude save. A DC 26, 25, 24 fortitude save. Living creatures that fail their fortitude saves gain only half the normal benefit from healing effects while within the aura. Undead targets that fail their fortitude saves become enfeebled 1 while within the area. Once a creature attempts a save, once a creature attempts a save, once a creature succeeds its save, it becomes immune to Grave Lantern for 24 hours. A creature that succeeds or critically succeeds its save becomes immune to Grave Lantern for 24 hours. Vum today. Okay. Reaper's Lantern is a 5-foot emanation. Yeah, I'm going to make this like 10. Normally it's 5, but that's all this thing is a big float. Well, it's not all it is, but it's mainly what this thing is. I just wanted to look up any monster with an aura to remind myself how that is formatted. So we're going to look at the Catalapass. Oh, that's all? You just put the feet? Okay. 10 feet. There we go. Aura, 10 feet. Awesome. Once per turn, starting on the turn after you cast Reaper's Lantern, you can use a single action which has the Concentrate trait to increase the emanation by 5 feet. Oh, yeah, it's like Bless. Oh, that's cool. Living creatures and dead who enter the aura. Okay, cool. So let's make that Intensify Aura. 1 action offense with all the same traits except the aura trait. Let's not make that a separate action. Let's just say let's just keep that as part of Grave Lantern. Once per turn, the Grave Lighter can use a single action which has the Concentrate trait to increase the emanation's radius by 5 feet. When it does so, it forces creatures in the area that haven't yet attempted a save to attempt one. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to put its name. Grave Lighter. Hello. All right. Plus 10. 15 sounds good. Yeah. It's going to be 10, and it could spend an action to increase it, so I'm not going to put like how long the increase lasts, simply because like I guess I should technically, otherwise it could envelop the whole world, but it's a kami, it's not going to. I guess I should though. Increase its radius by 5 feet for 1 minute. Up to 30 feet. Up to 60 feet. Up to, what's his telepathy? Up to 90 feet. There we go. To increase the emanation's cumulative radius. There we go. Just in case anyone asks. All right. Good, good. We're good on that. Let's give it some spells. Oh, an attack. Right. I have to give it an attack. I found a cool attack. Spirit Touch. I'm going to write out what that does. So, Spirit Touch, which is an offensive ability with no actions and no traits. A Grave Lighter strikes affect incorporeal creatures with the effects of Ghost Touch property rune and deal 1d6 negative damage to living creatures and 1d6 positive to undead. Alright. So knowing that, we have to make sure to keep its strike well done. It looks like it's going to be a touch. So like, just call it Fist. So the attack on that will be like a plus 14. Agile, Finesse, and its damage will just be 2d6 plus 1. Plus 2. 2d6 plus 2, bludgeoning, plus Spirit Touch. I don't like it doing bludgeoning. That sounds dumb. Let's make it like cold. What's a Lich have? What's a Ghost have? Ghost in Pathfinder 2e does Ghostly Hand. Okay. Gravelit Hand. And it will do... Yeah, let's have it do cold damage, I guess. Cold seems weird for it. I see a lot of green. Maybe I should say acid. Acid is kind of the disintegration damage in Starfinder. Negative would make sense too, but it... Not really. Let's just stick with cold. Cold's fine. Welcoming them to their fate. It could be fire. Yeah. It is a lantern kami. Fire makes a lot of sense. Oh, and since it's a kami, I do have to give it ward. So let me just throw that in there real quick. Abjuration, Divine. This is a general ability with no actions called Ward. Haha. Every kami is bound. A kami can merge. A kami, a kami, a kami, a kami. Here it is. A Gravelighter's ward is a specific lantern. Used to light graveyards. Used in a funeral procession. Perfect. As if your very soul was aflame. Yes, I love that. Let's go and also give it immunity to fire. No, let's give it resistance, immunity. Let's give it immunity to fire. Like, I don't like things that have burning touches not being... Well, lanterns aren't immune to fire. Yeah, so no, that's fine. I realize, like, lanterns shouldn't burn up. So, yeah, let's keep it that way. Is Ward, Grave Lantern. Those are all two long general abilities. Maybe Grave Lantern is a... I think that might be an offensive ability in retrospect. What is Stench? Stench is a... let's just keep it general. All right, cool. Let's also throw in its spells. So I need some spells for this thing. Let's go. Spells. We're going to have Death Knell, I know, as one of them. This is a spellcaster. It has a little bit less than extreme DC. What did they give this DC on this? 19 for a spellcaster? Say 20. What did I give the DC down there for Grave Lantern? I gave it a 24. Let's go with that. Alright, so its spell type is Divine because it's a kami. I'm sticking with nature. I'm sorry. I don't like the idea that kami are... Primal. Let's go Divine has better necromancy spells. Alright. It is a 5th level caster. It has no focus points. But it does have... I don't like it. I mean, Chill Touch when it already has Fire Touch. Disrupt Undead fits. So let's just go for cantrips. It will have Disrupt Undead. Which I guess it doesn't really need when it has that cool strike. And Monachine Ray. Animate Dead. No, no. Disrupting Weapons. No. Harm. No. Heal. Maybe. No. Magic Stone. Necromancer's Generosity. No. Purify Food and Drink. Putrefy Food and Drink. I almost like Purify Food and Drink. Because it, like, stays near grave sites. So it purifies offerings. Or putrefies offerings. No, that's not what he does. He welcomes people to their fate. Spirit Link, Blood Vendetta, Deafness, Death Knell. There it is, 2nd level spell. Death Knell at will. Definitely Death Knell at will. It should have like status, shouldn't it? What is that? It's a 2nd level spell? Good. Maybe it shouldn't. Oh, no, it has... No, it doesn't need that. Final Sacrifice, Gentle Repose. It should have Gentle Repose. It could only have that. It could have that once per day. That's fine. And then, first level spells. Bane? No. Fear? Maybe. No, it doesn't want to make people more afraid. It's trying to get them to accept their death. Mending, Nudge the Odds. I almost like Purify Food and Drink and Restyle as like maybe Sanctuary, Spirit Link. Oh, Ventriloquism. Oh, Life Sense is pretty rare. Yeah, I put Life Sense on it already. See Invisibility, that one's good. Spirit Sense, that one's good too. Spirit Sense, that's the second level spell. See, Invisibility is also a second level spell. I'm looking for a first level spell. Let's give it Command so it could approach. Oh yeah, it needs Command. 2 times per day. That's good. We're good then. I know it's weird to only have that many spells on a spellcaster, but you could add more. Let's, you know what? I'll give it, let's see, second level spellcaster, 5th level spells, 1, 2, one of them is at will. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I want to also throw on that last ability of only people who are dying could see it. We were talking spells, big oof, life sense is pretty rare. Yeah. So let's call that like Beckoning Visage. This is its defensive ability. I said defensive ability. There we go. It's constant. It has the 1 minute. Sorry about that. All right. Beckoning Visage. I guess it's an illusion to always become invisible, isn't it? So let's go illusion. I'm going to look up Invisible Stalker real quick. Naturally invisible. Okay, cool. So it doesn't actually need a trait. Cool. That makes it a lot easier to figure out. So Beckoning Visage. The Grave Lighter is invisible at all times except to creatures with the dying. I guess you wouldn't be able to see if you were dying, but it feels right to put it there. Doomed, wounded, or wounded condition. Except with creatures with less than half their maximum hit points. Less than half their maximum hit points remaining, or the dying, doomed, or wounded condition. Period. When it takes a hostile action of any kind, it is hidden instead of undetected. No, I don't like that. Yeah, when it takes hostile action of any kind, it is hidden instead of undetected until the start of its next turn. That doesn't need that, because it already has that penalty. Let's say it's light is how you could figure it out. The light of its grave lantern is still visible to anyone. Is still visible. And when the grave lighter takes a hostile action of any kind, it becomes hidden instead of undetected. No, I don't need that. Yeah, that's fine. The light of his grave lantern is still visible. Period. Okay, so you can still AoE it because you can still see the light. The light doesn't actually say how bright it is in grave lantern. Oh yeah, because normally it's cast as a spell. What's the light trait? Light trait. Overcomes magical darkness, can counteract magical darkness. That would include equipment such as the... We're going to look at the Ever-Burning Torch. The torch shed lights constantly. The flame can be covered. You just say that you shed light and you have the light trait. You don't have to say how bright it is, at least with the Ever-Burning Torch. Let's also check out Queasy Lantern. 60-foot cone. Yeah, no, you just say you have light. A pale green light. Oh, of bright light. That does say bright light. So it should be dim light on the grave lantern. Always wrapped around it. Its wrist. Emitting dim light. In the throughout the aura's radius. Emitting dim light in the aura's radius. In the aura. There we go. All right, cool. We got here a grave lighter. This one was surprisingly I think this has more abilities than the others, even though the others were a bit more flavorful, but I think I could jam through time on one more. I really want one more. So let me see if I have any more announcements. Oh, to reiterate announcements, now that we got more people in chat, check me out on Friday on Boost Battle on Infinite Reviews. We'll be reviewing a new Infinite product that's not even up there yet. And we will be interviewing it. We'll be reviewing it while we interview Alexander Agunas. We'll be discussing what it's like to publish on Infinite and what you could do to publish on Infinite. We're looking at potentially talking about helping people publish on Infinite and get more products out there on Infinite, as well as discuss all the other new products that have come out this last week, which that's cool because we need more Pathfinder. Download the JSON file, please. Thank you. And make me a new monster. All right, one more pack. Let's do this. Website Lumens. Slide focus. Get out of here, keyboard. Goodbye, Gravelighter. That one's going to be a fun creature. A little bit too high level for my players right now. I like disrupting healing spells because I'm a monster. Get rid of these packs. All right. Grafted Growth again. Experimental Synthesizer again. Oh, we could do the Scrounger possibly with its sidearm. Like, I love how the only reason I want to make that creature is so I could write down sidearm. Bamboo Grove Archer. Oh, I love this art. Check out how cool that is. So, like, whenever the archer fires, the kami of the forest also fire a bunch of, like, a barrage of bamboo. Oh, Ular, if you like to yoink these, check out Pathfinder Creations 2E, Pathfinder 2E Creations subreddit. I post them on there all the time. They're also on my Twitter, hashtag Booster Bestiary. I'm sure you can find it. Oh, we got our first Kitsune. Kitsune Ace. That would technically be me, as I am an ace, and I do like Kitsune. So whenever a vehicle you control attacks, choose one. The vehicle gains first strike, or you untap it. I'm sorry, were we racing? Okay. Like, I want to do that just because it's a Kitsune, but at the same time, like, how many NPCs pilot vehicles? I mean, I guess it does come up in if you do a race or a chase. Oh, you can make an NPC stat block who does stuff out of chases, or even in chases. Oh, that'd be cool. Intercessor's Arrest. Oh, look how cool that is. He swings the sword and, like, talismans fly off of it and slice through the enemy. That's so cool. Enchanted permanent cannot attack, block, or crew vehicles. Oh, I could make a Kitsune Ace with Intercessor's Arrest on it that, like, throws talismans at the PCs while they're trying to chase him. All right, Coiling Stalker. Whenever Coiling Stalker deals combat damage to a player, it gets a counter, or gives a counter to somebody. We saw him before. That's just different art. Befriending the moths. Moths, they like the lamp. Target creature. Yeah, it makes creatures fly and makes them bigger. It's a moth. It's a big imperial moth. It's cool. I like moths, but that does not inspire me because it's just a moth. Boon of Buseju makes a creature bigger. Fun. Reality Heist. You could steal artifacts because you are Keiju, the ninja planeswalker from this set. Born to Drive. That could go in with Kitsune Ace as well, couldn't it? It's also drives. +1/+1 for each creature or vehicle you control. You could channel it to create more pilots. I want to... Oh, and we have the Kitsune Ace's vehicle. Reckoner Blockbuster. Oh, that looks like the thing from Grand Bazaar, doesn't it? It's in Tattletale Shop. It's in the Catfish Salvage. It looks exactly like... Not exactly, but very similar. All these arms stretchy everywhere. It enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters. You remove a charge counter, draw a card. Then, if there are no charge counters left on it, you create a treasure token and a 1/1 pilot. Reckoner Bankbuster. I kept saying Blockbuster. A Bankbuster. Oh, so it's a heist robot. That's cool. All right. Ooh, we got another Kitsune though, but I like the vehicles because we have so many of those. Selfless Samurai. When it attacks alone, it gains lifelink, and you can sacrifice it to save somebody else. It is foil too. Look at that shine. Woo! I collect foil foxes actually. I have all the Kamigawa foxes foiled out and a couple of them signed. Artist proof of a couple cards. And we got a really boring planes. Okay. Oh, and a dragon spirit. Check it out. I don't know what makes it, but it's cool. And no misprints. So yeah, I'm doing the ace. We got a lot of cards for him though. I'm just gonna put the ace up, and when I post it in when I post it in social media, I will put all the other stuff on it for sure. So let's go back here and look up our Kitsune Ace. Boop, 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 boop. I didn't really even understand that I was an asexual or what that meant until Paizo's coming out Pride Month thread 2-3 years ago. And then I got to use the same thread to announce it. And that made me feel good. Anyway, Kitsune Ace. There we have it. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to make Kitsune Ace. It's going to have at least one ability called Intercessor's Arrest, one called Born to Drive, and one called Reckoner Bankbuster. Well, the vehicle will be the Reckoner Bankbuster. Okay, cool. So, Kitsune Ace. Stats. Kitsune Ace piloting a Reckoner Bankbuster. Let's just actually make that special ability kind of like the yoinking a trick pilot ability or 2 can't hurt. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Pilot Pathfinder 2E. What is that archetype called? All right, we're going to quickly go through apply hints. Let's just make him a skill paragon. What would he be? Dex? Yeah. We'll make him a skill paragon Dex, and then a lot of his stats are going to come from the robot, who I'm going to do it like the thing from Bestiary 2, the Bone Chariot, the Osteovite, who has a special ability called Bone Chariot that essentially nerfs his stats down to nothing when he takes too much damage, representing losing his vehicle. We're instead going to keep his stats as though he's not in the vehicle, because that makes a lot more sense for a pilot like this, because he's not in it as often as most. Archetypes. A vehicle mechanic archetype gets engine bay, patch jobs, serial propulsion, efficient controls, makes it easier to crew, reduce the number of crew required, impervious vehicle, gains more abilities, efficient controls, trick driver. Yes, that's the archetype we're looking for. Thank you. That is under archetypes. All archetypes. Trick driver. Okay, trick driver dedication, for those who don't know, is from Guns and Gears. It lets you use Dex instead of Int while attempting pilot checks with driving lore. Cool. I gotta give him driving lore right away. I'm gonna make his driving lore extreme. Oh, I gotta give him a level. I'm gonna make him a level 4. Well, let me look at the driving feats real quick. Will he have push it? He should, and that would make him level 7. Drive by attack would make him 12. That's too high. I don't like doing chases and races above level like 6. So let's make him level 6. Because once you hit level 7 and get like 4th level spells, things go weird with chases. Players want to do stuff that they shouldn't, that will ruin our race. So that's good. This makes him a 2-2 as well for strength and con. I know it doesn't really translate perfectly at all from Magic, but that's fun. Armor class, moderate is good. Reflex high, that makes sense. He has high reflexes. High will save is good because he is headstrong. He has a Kitsune, which Kitsune all have. Oh, I gotta give him that humanoid Kitsune. Let's say he speaks common, and he does have very high intelligence. Let's only give him +3. Nah, he has high intelligence, so he'll have other languages. So if people want to see specific languages with this, go for it. I don't know what to give him right now, so we'll figure that out. Chat, give me languages, and I'll throw it on him. Let's give him... They have low light vision, right? 95% sure. Oh, Sylvan, of course. Kitsune have Sylvan as their extra language. So he has 2 more languages if people want to figure that out. And we will go ahead and give him... I want to give him a little high perception because he has to see ahead in his race or he's going to be not in a good place. They give him extreme acrobatics. I'm only going to give him high acrobatics. Moderate athletics is fine, though. Deception's good. I like giving him intimidation because he's like swaggery and ace pilot like that. Stealth is high. I'm not gonna give him stealth. He doesn't hide from anyone. He is too badass to hide from anyone. I will give him thievery, but it's mostly to disable devices, and I do have to give him crafting as well. So let's give him a moderate. Let's give him a high thievery, and let's give him a high craft. Perfect. Items, we'll figure that out. Uncommon from his time fraternizing with gremlins. Undercommon, cool. Undercommon, and I like gnomish more than dwarven because I'm going to make him an Engen Kitsune. They are from Taldor, in my head. They're from Taldor, and they have they're in the Verudian Forest, which would mean the only other settlement is gnomish. So it makes sense that he'd be gnomish. Stop them from breaking planes. Good. All right. Perfect. I guess he'd have one more language, so I give him Dwarven. Was there another suggestion in there that I missed? Loimp, Gnomon, Dwarvis, Dwarven it is. All right, Dwarven. He has a Dwarven mechanic friend. That makes sense. Best friends. Sure, why not? Low light vision. All right, we will give him his abilities really fast then. Let's look up Trick Driver. Express Driver can optimize the performance, coaxing extra speed. What do I do about giving him his vehicle? I'll just put the vehicle under items. Reckoner, Bank Buster, and Pathfinder 2E, A1 PRD. Vehicles. We're going to make this like the Grand Bazaar, like the Velocipede. No, that's a bike. Like the Cutter, Sandbarge, Strider. This is a lot like the Strider. As Strider. Grand Bazaar, page 77. Okay, so he's basically in a Strider. They have 24 AC. I'll put that down. 24 AC, hardness 10, hit points 120, speed 30 feet. Since that is the most relevant things that people will need to know from this. I will put... Yeah, that works. That works fine. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and give him Intercessor's Arrest is going to be an ability. Trick Driver lets him calculate travel speed. We don't care. Power Slide. You throw the vehicle into a barely controlled skid, turning sharply to evade pursuit or bring your weapons to bear. You drive with -2 penalty, gaining the effects of the drive action for the same number of actions you spent to Power Slide at the end of the movement. You can turn the vehicle up to 90 degrees. Yeah, sure. We'll give him Power Slide. Power Slide. Actions 1 to 3. How do you put that here? I don't know how to do multiple actions on this, so I'm just going to do that. And we will just remember that it is 1 to 3 actions on Power Slide. Take the wheel, doesn't need that. Push it. You can push your vehicle's performance to get more speed. I like that a lot. Or roadkill. When you use run over, you could use your class DC in place of the vehicle's collision DC. Those DCs are probably going to be the same, if not almost the same. The Strider DC for collision is 24. His class DC at this level would be 21. So yeah, no, it's pretty much the same. So we're not going to bother with that ability. Let's just do push it from the Trick Driver. You could push your vehicle's performance whenever you succeed at the piloting check. The vehicle gets more speed. Excellent. And this will be general. Power Slide will also be offensive. Okay, Intercessor's Arrest. The Kitsune Ace can unleash the Kitsune Ace can unleash a barrage of talismans that can inhibit enemies on or off the racetrack. This will have the evocation trait and is divine because all Kitsune's magic is actually divine, in case you didn't know. It can be used once per day. Once per 10 minutes focus point. That'd be a focus spell. Let's just say they'll be immune if they already hit or... Oh, they have to reload. There we go. So let's say under items, we'll also put talismans 1 load. 1 batch. Comma, consuming a batch of talismans. There we go. Yeah, I am racing through this. I am ace racing through this for sure. Because I don't want to overlap into somebody else's stream. Consuming a batch of talismans. So Intercessor's Arrest. Can't attack, block, or crew vehicles. Its activated abilities can't be used. It basically holds... I just googled Tentacles Pathfinder 2e, and now I'm scared. Let's search on the library. It's faster than Google. Black Tentacles. There we go. That does a grab. Attempt to grapple. We don't want to attempt to grapple. We just want to make you grabbed. But no, there should be a check. I know that. Alright, so... one target creature within 120... Within 60 feet... Within 30 feet, 60 feet, 40 feet. There we go. Within 40 feet. No. Let's say make a spell attack roll, and then I could put a modifier here for that. It's weird that it has that, though. Yeah, no, it shouldn't have that. All right, let's just say this functions as black tentacles. No, then it would do damage. How about web? How about just a net? Nets have a lot of rules to them, though. I don't like nets. I mean, I like nets, but I also don't like nets. Entangle. Thank you. I knew there was a spell that I was thinking of that was just bugging me that I couldn't remember what it was. All right. Batch of talismans. One target creature within 40 feet must attempt a reflex save, a DC 21 reflex save. On a failure, it becomes... On a failure, it becomes slowed 1. And on a critical failure, it is also... Well, on a failure, it becomes... Normally, it takes a penalty to speed. This is a little bit higher level than that. But it's not as good as slowed 1. On a failure, it becomes grabbed. DC 19 escape. I know there's a better way to word that, which is in net. Net. Continue to grapple, escape, DC to force open, grabbed. It becomes grabbed. On a failure, it becomes grabbed. DC 19 escape. DC 19, it becomes grabbed. And on a critical failure, it is also immobilized. The grabbed creature, it is also immobilized for 1 turn, for 1 round. The grabbed creature can attempt a DC 19 athletics check to force open the talismans. DC 19 checks to force open the talismans. Or escape as though... Oh, to force open the talismans. That's fine. People will figure out, or you could grab that way. Oh, driving lore. Thank you. Driving lore. Extreme. Ha! He is extreme at driving. Power slide, push it, Intercessor's Arrest. Born to Drive is his other ability. +1/+1 for each vehicle you control. Okay, what else does the Bank Buster do? It steals. Enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters. You remove one, draw a card. And the third time you do it, you get a treasure. Oh, it could refill its talismans? You know what? Can unleash a barrage of gold. It is going to throw gold at people. It is going to... That can cling to enemies and trap them. And that wraps around enemies. Yeah, I should say silver, not gold. A barrage of coins. 100. Let's give it 50 silver, 100 copper coins. 50 silver coins, 100 copper coins. Consuming 100 coins. Okay, cool. So it throws money out the window, and oh, it is... Thank you for that. It is a kitsune, so I do have to give it change shape. Which I have right here. Haha. The Kitsune Ace transforms into a tailless form of a specific medium human. Or does he turn into a fox? What's his alternate form? It's a human. It's an Angan. The tailless form can't be altered and resumes his fox like this. Yeah, I do need to give a dagger, you're right. So speed, let's give him 25 feet because he is used to his car, so he's not exceptionally fast. He's kind of a zoomer, though. I'm tempted to give him ability from the zoomer archetype, but that archetype is huge and would take me all day to go through, which I love. It's an amazingly cool archetype. Actually, I just covered that with the zoomer, didn't I? You should check out the zoomer by Alexander Agunas. It's like a 11-page archetype. It has enough feats that you can make like 6 or 7 zoomers and still never. Yeah, I'm going to copy and paste something from the zoomer. There's a type of zoomer that gets a vehicle called a gear. And I'm going to copy and paste that into his stat block right now. Paladin check, driving lore. It doesn't need paladin lore. DC 19. Crew 1 pilot. The following statistics. Large. Vehicle with the following statistics. Alright, so Reckoner Blockbuster. Instead of as Strider, I'm just going to say he has his coins, he has a dagger, and he has the Reckoner Blockbuster, a vehicle with the following statistics. It's large, 1 pilot, paladin check, DC 19, hardness 10, hit points 6. What's high hit points for this level? Armor class, hit points 120, break threshold 60, AC is 24, fortitude is plus 12, immunity to critical hit and objects and precision damage, speed 30, collision will be 3d6. Hi, Eli. Yeah, so now he has stats for his vehicle in his stat block under items. Excellent. Let's go ahead and give him his melee strike, which... Kitsune Trickster has Jaws and a dagger, so we'll give him Jaws. So let's go ahead and give him Jaws. And this will be his weak attack. So let's give him just a plus 13. Finesse. And it just does 2d6 plus 2. slashing. And then he has his dagger, because all humanoids need a dagger, because why would you not wield one? Because they're awesome like that. It has agile, thrown 10 feet, and versatile S. And it does 2d4 plus 2 piercing. And I'm also going to give him a range attack. Ranged Foxfire. It will be plus 12, plus 15, because he is high on dex. It is range 20 feet, and it does 2d4 plus 2 fire damage. There we have it. Oh, thank you for the app, James. This is Monster PF2.tools. PF2.tools gives you a whole suite of neat things that you could use. I will link that there in chat. And it lets you, it gives you a bunch of ways to auto-fill out this stuff. That makes me look extremely knowledgeable about monster building, way more so than I am. Now that I realize he's a bank burglar, I am going to give him some stealth. Let's go there. All right, so this ability is called Change Shape. It is a 1-action ability, and it has Divine, Polymorph, Transmutation, and Concentrate. Excellent. That would be everything the Kitsune needs. One more little thing I want to put in here, though, was the Reckless Bank Busting. Bank Busting, which is a 3-action. It's a trick. Oops, what did I just do? Oh, I added another ability I don't want. Go away. All right. So let's go ahead and give this dagger is finesse. Dagger is finesse. But for some reason, they did not give the dagger finesse in Bestiary 3 on the fox. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, it's when it's ranged, it's not finesse. Oh. Really? That you have to give dagger an extra... I guess you do. That makes sense. You know what? He's not going to have a dagger anymore, because I would have to give him 2 extra attacks for that, and it looks silly, and he doesn't have a dagger in the art. So Reckless Block Busting is a 3-action, and it's going to be pretty simple. The Kitsune Ace charges. Is that how you say it? Charges, throws, drives the Reckless Bank Buster. Let me look at the art real quick for this. Skids, drives, past a crowd, through a crowd or wall. Through a crowd, merchant stall or wall. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to use this guy in my campaign, in my Absalom Grand Bazaar firefighting campaign. We'll fall. Throwing a switch that triggers special magnets. Special that through a wall or wall. Activating runes in its path. Activating runes that draw all coins along its path to its body. That draw all coins along its path into a special into the vehicle. So it could charge forward, runes light up, and all the loose change, all the coins in people's coins, purses, etc., cling to this vehicle as he gets away. What do you call driving your the Kitsune Ace drives with a -2 penalty to its piloting check at the end of the movement if it drove past if it drove within 10 feet of any creatures or collided with a wall or stall, all coins within 10 feet of its path and 20 feet of its destination are, the Kitsune Ace drives twice, are drawn into the vehicle and are drawn into the vehicle and are drawn into the vehicle and can be readily used by the Kitsune Ace. There we have it. That gives the Reckless trait. How many times do they drive? It could be anywhere from 1 to 3. That gives it the Reckless trait and is quite fitting. Great. I'll give it the Reckless trait. That means I also got to give Power Slide the Reckless trait. And there we have it. So it could drive past a bunch of people, steal all their gold, and then use it with Intercessor's Arrest, which is a weird term, but it's the name of the card, to lock people up and make it so they can't easily drive. It is also immobilized for 1 round. On a failure, it becomes grabbed. Let's also put an Intercessor's Arrest. Grabbed creatures take a -4 penalty to driving lore checks. To drive a vehicle. Let's just say -4 penalty to drive a vehicle. And yeah. I know, I don't think that's normally what grabbed would do, but like, you're grabbed, you can't see, you're messed with. That should be a penalty. So I'm putting that in there. All right, great. And there we have it. Kitsune Ace is complete. Oh man. Thank you very much. Sorry we went a little bit over time, but I had a fun time and I hope you all did too. This was great. I definitely am going to continue doing Neo Kamigawa packs for a while because this set is awesome and I love it. I will be posting these all up on social media. Thank you all for showing up here. I should officially be an affiliate now. Once again, please join me on Friday for Infinite Reviews. We will have the Alexander Agunis, the Everyman Gamer, on for our review interview, and we're all going to have a great time. In addition, you should check out No Direction Beyond will be tomorrow night. They are doing The Evolutionist with John Compton. John Compton is always a great guest to watch, so you should definitely check that out. Until then, have yourself a great week. Remember you have hero points and roll lots of 20s.